The first museum dedicated to African American history will officially open Saturday in Washington, D.C. And today, President Obama welcomed the news.
This is about people who, for more than a century, advocated and organized and raised funds and donated artifacts so that the story of the African American experience could take its rightful place in our national memory.
President Obama is, of course, featured at the new Smithsonian Museum, along with exhibits on slavery, the Civil War, and pop culture. I got a chance to get a sneak peek last night, and then I talked about the opening with the museum's Associate Director for Curatorial Affairs, Dr. Rex Ellis. So this has been a long time coming. How long?
100 years. It began 1915 when Civil War soldiers were just wondering what could take place that would be a memorial to the memory of the work and the experiences of African Americans during the Civil War. It started, it stopped, it started, it stopped. They created this document called The Time Has Come. And it was a document that was impressive enough that it convinced President George W. Bush to sign in legislation in 2003.
What does it mean, do you think, for African Americans, but also for this country, to have this?
It means that the African American journey is now a part of the nation's master narrative. It is now a part of the story that is told to everyone who wants to understand what it means to be American.
You see the images and through the windows, a lens of the Washington Monument and the White House, but through the prism of the African American experience, if you will.
Absolutely right. We have a variety of things that is a point-counterpoint that helps visitors understand that African Americans have been a part of the discussion of what the Constitution means.
It stands as a contrast even in its the way it's formed and its color on the mall. It's interesting to see an aerial of the museum itself. The
design of the museum, we hope, suggests resiliency, suggests uplift, and that sculptural design, which creates the sort of corona that we call for the museum, is an homage to black craftsmen that used ironwork as an aesthetic craft to create art as well as function.
What other key elements are there in the museum that you would point somebody to?
We're proud of this 76-ton railroad car. Visitors will have an opportunity to actually go to the train and go through the train so that they can see how the train was sort of redesigned in the 1940s to show a side that was segregated. It's about learning, but it's also about looking at with your own eyeballs Harriet Tubman's hymnal. Looking with your own eyes at her shawl that was a gift of Queen Victoria, to look at Nat Turner's Bible. It's seeing history up close and personal. This experience is one that I believe no matter who they are or what background they come from, they're going to find a bit of themselves in the National Museum of African American History and Culture.
Having been there, check it out if you're in Washington, D.C., the newest museum on the National Mall.